Majority of men in America earn less than $80,000 a year, meaning that majority of men in America are average earners. Majority of households in America are two-income households. So yes, you know what that means? It means that you are likely going to have to get with an average earning man, and together you guys are going to build and accumulate wealth together. That is what lots of successful, happy married couples have done. That is not promoting struggle love. That is reality. I'm sorry, I'm going to continue to preach about reality because Shera has many of you living in a fictional narrative where there are enough rich men to go around and one of them is just going to come and swoop you off your feet and pay all of your bills. Okay. I'm sorry. Stop looking for a savior in a man.
At this point, some women are pick-me women trying to convince other women to be pick-me women. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how y'all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is the video of that woman talking about how Shera 7 is making women delulu, thinking that they can bag in a billionaire man and that will provide for them. And this has struck entire conversation. If you guys have seen the video, this has struck entire conversation and people are sharing their thoughts on this, and it's a mixed one, which I'm really like, okay, let's hear them out. It's a mixed one, but one thing I want to say before we get into people's reaction to it is the fact that a lot of people want to blame Shera 7 for what's going, like, oh, you don't get, and I don't understand. You, every man cannot be a multi-billionaire, but also Shera 7 is not for everybody, and that's what some people need to understand. Shera 7 is not for everybody, just the same way every man is not for everybody. So if you resonate with Shera 7 preachings and ideology, then fine. But the fact that you think that, oh, the women that connect with it, oh, it's impossible, like, girl, really? Anyway, guys, I have so much to say about this conversation, but let's go check out people's reaction to this, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Likely going to have to get with an average earning man, and together you guys are going to build and accumulate wealth together. That is.
So before I get into what I have to say, I just want to preface by saying, whenever I stitch somebody's video, for whatever reason, the algorithm doesn't do what it needs to be done, and I end up getting like 5 views. So this is why I didn't do an official stitch. However, if you want to see the full video, this is the creator who made the original video. All right, now it's my turn to talk. At the beginning and at the end of the day, if I can't meet a man who matches my gangster
Okay.
or is above, I will just go 100 on and with myself, then go 50-50 with any man. Exactly. Being single is not a death sentence. Being single is not an insult. Being single is not a threat.
Exactly.
It's not. So, okay, if that's the case, if that's the reality of the situation, I'm going to continue to make my bag and keep the bag all to myself.
Exactly.
Simple fix.
Majority of men in America earn less than $80,000 a year, meaning that majority of men in America are average earners. Majority of households in America are two-income households. So yes, you know what that means? It means that you are likely going to have to get with an average earning man, and together you guys are going to build and accumulate wealth together. That is what lots of successful, happy married couples have done. That is not promoting struggle love. I 100% agree with her, and this is exactly what happened to me. The thing is, I met my average earning man when he was 23. And so for a 23-year-old that is generating sufficient income where he could provide for the necessities, I said, come here, because we're about to multiply that. Fast forward 3 years, that's exactly what happened. Now that average earning number turned into that number times 2.5. We're currently pregnant and he's able to keep me at home because we're both fighting for the same thing and we're both locked in. And this is why I will always scream and shout, get married young. Not too young, but young enough where both of you can grow and build together. A man grows under stress. A man generates more when he has someone to fight for, and you will achieve your dream life a lot faster and sooner. However, both parties need to learn how to suffer well. And when I say suffer well, I don't mean accepting disrespect, having low standards, but learning how to deal with life. Because marriage is easy, but life is hard. You can have it all, just not at the same time. As always, ladies, be wise. Majority of men in America earn less than $80,000 a year, meaning that majority of men in America are average earners.
Y'all go back and watch that lady's video. Basically, she just told a lot of women, if y'all are waiting for this six-figure earning millionaire potential husband to come save you and give you this soft life, you're going to be waiting a long time because they're just not out there. There's not a whole lot of men that are making that kind of money that you won't ever have to go to work. And I do agree with that. I 100% agree with that. But at the same time, I believe more people should get married. I believe more people should still go ahead and get married, because getting married to a man who's making $80,000, that's still a softer life than being single trying to go through life alone. But at the same time too, most men need to marry a woman in order to unlock their full potential. Because most men who are making six figures and those millionaires, they're already married. Y'all check out this.
Our community, we're missing that, especially when studies come out to show that over 80% of millionaires are married.
So y'all go back and watch that dude's video. I think it's on Cam Newton's page. But basically that man got out here and he said 80% of men who are millionaires, they're married. They're already married. So it's not a whole lot of millionaires out there to be wifing up some of you single women. So with that being said, it is so much easier to find a man, a good man. Now, if you got to find a man with character, drive, and passion who needs direction, because that's what marriage is designed for a woman to be that helpmate. Woman to be the helpmate and unlock his potential. And that's when men become millionaires outside of the professional athletes. So, and it's much easier to create your own millionaire and have a long-lasting relationship than it is to find an already made millionaire and expect him to be faithful and loyal to you for the long term.
Majority of men in America earn less than $80,000 a year, meaning that majority of men in America.
Why the fuck do you women feel the need to get on the internet to start telling other women what they need to accept and what they need to be okay with when dealing with men? You do that. You go date an average man. You go date an average man that makes less than 80K a year. And you go build with that average man. And you go live your life happily as the woman who is going to accept an average man. Why do you feel the need to get on the internet and start telling other women, oh, hey, by the way, you're just going to have to settle for a man that makes under 80K a year because there isn't enough to go around? Bitch, there's only one of you. There is only one of you. You don't need to worry about nobody else but yourself. The fact that you're worried about what others are doing is fucking weird. And this is what y'all don't fucking understand. Why are you concerned about what other women are willing to do and not do? You do what you want to do and leave other women to do what they want to do. Who the sent you? Who has sent you? Because this is weird. This is why I fucking call you guys pick-me's. Because the only thing you're doing now, you're advocating for men. You're literally on here to defend men. You're here saying, oh man, don't worry, I got your back. I'll convince this women to pick you. That's what you're doing. Because how is that your business? How is it your concern and your business that other women do not want to build with men who make less than 80K? Who gives a Most women are perfectly okay with a man making 80K and putting money together. The problem is men don't pull their weight in the home. A man makes money and pays bills, and now all of a sudden he thinks he doesn't have to do nothing else. That's the problem. But you don't recognize that, do you? Because to you, manual labor in the home is not actual labor. Because she's in the home, she should be happy to serve her husband, right? Focus on yourself. Focus on you. Focus on yourself. Go get you the man that makes less than 80K a year. You go work and you go build with him and have the happy marriage that you're trying to push on other women. Okay? Why don't you just fucking do that? Why do y'all feel the need to try to shove your shit down other people's throats? I will never understand it. I will never it. It's weird. Stay in your lane. Mind your fucking business. Do what it is you want to do. Focus on yourself. It's literally that simple.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thought about what she said, and then let's talk about it. Go down in the comment section, share your thought, but please, as always, be respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Love to know what you guys think about it. For me, like, you guys know that saying we always say, yeah, multiple things can be true at the same time. Do I agree with this woman saying that a lot of men don't make that much, and a lot the billionaires cannot go all around for us as women? Yes, that's fact. Like, that's fact. But do I agree that a woman should stay with a man because she cannot get a billionaire? Do I think that a woman should wait for a billionaire to come and save her? No. I don't think so. So this is my own personal opinion. If you know me, I'm the type of woman, I don't believe for a man to be, not that I don't believe, I don't, it's not something I subscribe to, for a man to 100% be a provider, like, no, that, no. I want to work. I want to make my own money. I want to be able to get out of the marriage if I don't want the marriage anymore. So that is my own. I personally, I was raised in a household where my father was 100% a provider. And I do understand, talking about what Shera 7 is saying. If you listen to Shera 7, I agree with a lot of things she says, and how women should take back their power and make it work for them. Because whether you like it or not, a lot of these men, when they get with you, they are using you for what you bring on, like how what they can get out of you. And you can hear that man talk about how a lot of multi-millionaires are married men. That's because you, the woman, you are the one that does the back work and make him be able to focus, to concentrate. And whether you like it or not, a lot of men do that, and then at the end of the day, they will come and say, what do you bring to the table as a woman? So I personally am of the opinion, and I am of the lifestyle of, as a woman, protect yourself financially, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Work for your own money. Do what you have to do. Be okay by yourself. And that's why the mental and the emotional one come from. A lot of times women are being told to settle for less so that they don't be alone. So you settle for that mediocre man. You can be a woman that is earning over $200,000 a year, and then you want to get with a man that earns 80,000. Like, the math is not matching. I personally, I feel like everybody have their bracket, their age bracket, their finance bracket and all that. Stick with what works for you. If you want to get a billionaire, get a billionaire. If you want, but for me as a woman, I will not advise any woman to go anything less than what she is. And that's why, like, if you watch this channel a lot, you know that one of my major goals is for women to be able to be self-sufficient by themselves, so that they can, when they want to choose a partner, they choose a partner that they are with that person because they want to be with the person, not because they have to be with the person. With this rhetoric going on, I say, oh, a lot of men, it's almost like, get with this man because, oh, there's nobody there. It's now, oh, you have to be with men. You need it. No, it's because I want to. That is the flex. That is the flex a lot of women need to have. You be in a relationship because you want to, not because you need to. A lot of women, especially in my society in Nigeria, yeah, is being taught that they have to be in a relationship. And a lot of women, that is the only goal they strive. Rather for them to focus on themselves and self-develop themselves mentally, financially, the only thing in their head, the only thing they develop is how to keep a man, is how to cater for a man. And you see them that when they get into those relationships, those marriages, they are trying to survive because they are being treated like shit, because they did not protect themselves, and these men know that, and these men will treat them like shit. So don't allow anybody signfold you and make you feel like you have to settle for less just because you can have a man. Be in a place where you've gone to heal your trauma, where you're working on yourself, where you've been by yourself, and you are content. You guys know I've been married for 12 years and I've been with my partner for 22 years. But I have come a couple of years ago, I started this journey of really enjoying myself, coming from somebody that it has an anxious attachment style, that I can't live without my husband. I'm a very clingy wife, and all that is all my man. When I step into that element where I start being very self-aware, very intentional. I went to therapy. I start unpacking a lot of my trauma, and I start doing things myself, and I start coping and doing things myself. I started loving myself. Like, I did. If somebody had told me 10 years ago that Destiny, you will love your own company. I'll tell you, I need that partner. I need my man. I need my man. But I've grown to that place where now I love my space. A lot of you guys may have noticed that I'm back home. Yes, because I've been away for a long time because I love my space. And I think that that's definitely going to change the dynamic of my relationship because I really love being by myself. I enjoy being by myself. And that's not going to take away. A lot of time women, and you can only do this as a woman when you are financially independent on your own, when you can do. So I am in a marriage because I want to, not because I need to. And a lot of women needs to be in that mindset. When you're in a marriage, ask yourself, why are you in the marriage? Are you in the marriage because you need to or because you want to? The other sister talking about how you should go get married young, like get married young where your frontal lobe is not even developed, and you say, oh, that's how you have you not see, at least in my culture, you in my society, you see men that you will hustle with, you will build with, you will build brick by brick, brick by brick. And at the end of the day, when things start getting soft and all that, you will no longer good for him because at that point in life, you were what he needed. And at that point, and now that he has elevated, he needs something else better. Ladies, rather than you building up a man, rather than you stacking up on a man, build up yourself. Rather than you betting on a man, bet on yourself. Give yourself the life that you want and be okay. Go on to that. And I know society has programmed us to feel like we need a man, we need to have a man. But be in that self-aware and self-love journey where you love your own company. There's nothing. Being alone, being single is not a disease. A lot of women that are married, they are terrible. They are married single women. So don't allow anybody guilt trip you to say, okay, you need to settle so that you can have a man and all that. No. Your internal happiness comes from you. And a lot of time they associate having a man to being happy. Your happiness comes from you. A lot of you say, oh, Destiny, how are you up? Destiny, oh, you're glowing. Destiny, you look happy. It's because I have come to find out that my happiness comes from me. Go look at me a couple of years ago. You could clearly see, like, I had a man, I was happy, but not the type of happiness. Let me tell you, when you find yourself, when you find your internal peace, when you find who you are, when you're very intentional with your life, the peace beyond understanding that comes from it is a different type of peace and understanding. And it kind of trickles down to the rest part of your life and the people in your life. So, ladies, don't allow anybody trick you to settle for something you don't want to settle for just because you cannot get the billionaire. Work on yourself. You can be that billionaire yourself. You can be that. You can give yourself that life you want. Everybody wants different things out of life. Some people are content with just having, like me personally, I love tiny homes. I just want to build my little tiny home and all that. I'm obsessed with that. But some people want a mansion. Do work, put in the work for you to get the life you want for yourself. Rather than you put in that work on a man, hoping that man will give you the life you want for yourself. Anyway, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think about this because I'm so passionate about this. And ladies, like, it's fine for you to be single. It's fine. Be single and be happy and enjoy your money. There's something you guys usually say. I said, I'm doing bad on my own. I don't need another one. Don't carry another baggage. Call it a man just because you want to have a man. No. Anyway, guys, go down in the comment section. Share your thoughts about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead, feel free and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this career. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.